String here for the String Cheeze weekly update. Week 11. The first official week of the Hundreds Anthology challenge has gone by. And well, first off, you may be wondering what's going on with this thing right here. What's all that about? Well, I will tell you in another video. I was going to put it all together in one, but it ended up being like 8 minutes of hair dye stuff, and I'm like, I need to focus on the art on this. But if you click, I don't know, let's say click here somewhere, or if I don't figure out how to do that, click in the link somewhere. There'll be, or the description, there'll be a link for the hair dyeing saga. But yeah, so that's a thing. So yeah, back to the Hundreds Anthology. The first official week has gone by, and I got time in kind of throughout the week, but mostly just because of the sketchbook. And even then, I just kind of doodled a little bit. I've been thinking about it a lot, and I've been working on the kind of sketches, but I haven't really made a whole lot of progress until today, which is when I decided to work on the second protagonist design. So basically, what I'll be showing you right now, this is my first sort of design for him. Was the original kind of idea I had was more of an underground facility sort of thing, exploring like a wasteland, post-apocalyptic, finds a bunker, goes inside, and then stuff. But the theme is supposed to be life in space, and my idea was like life underground being a space, but I'm like, I think that's a little too, I don't know, it's not quite close enough to the theme, because I didn't want to have to explain it, be like, no, it's kind of a space, so I put it in space. So then I did a bunch of sketches trying to figure out, well, what's this dude? It's the same guy, but now he has a spacesuit. And so I did some sketches in the sketchbook, and I did a live stream earlier today where I went through and created, I think, like 2 or 3 designs. 2 on the live stream, I think 1 I did afterwards. Unfortunately, I'm still having trouble with live streams. Phone. Unfortunately, I'm still having trouble with live streams, where this time I streamed to Twitch, and honestly that went better for the stream itself, but I recorded in MP4 instead of FLV, because the software I use takes MP4s, it works. I thought it'd be fine. Tried to edit it now, and doesn't take it. It says not accepted format, even though I have MP4s that it does accept. So, I don't know. That's okay, because even though the live stream is gone, the recording won't be shown, I drew for like 2.5 hours afterwards and recorded that on my own. So what you're seeing now is the rest of the design, the turnaround, the coloring, all that sort of stuff, which has been it's been interesting. I'm glad that I forced myself to go through a few designs, because the first one I really liked, but now I like this one so much more. So it's good to do extra work even after you got to a point where you feel like, yeah, that's a good design. Maybe push yourself to do a few extras, because that's kind of when the really good stuff happens, I think. It seems like that way. So yeah, I worked on this dude's design. I'm quite happy with how it turned out. I gave him an injured design because, of course, that's apparently what I do. I injured characters. Well, it's supposed to be like a horror story sort of thing, but horror love story sort of thing? I don't know. But yeah, so had fun with that. Then I attempted coloring, and coloring for me, picking colors, is something I'm very... well, I struggle with a lot. And I feel like I don't pick the best colors. So here I had the idea of drawing them in color, like actually, with actual not grayscale, because the comic is supposed to be in grayscale, and then switch it to grayscale, and then let that kind of determine what the colors will be. But I started doing that, and I'm like, nah, I'll just do it grayscale, because I don't know what I'm doing. So yeah, it does mean there will never be a colored version of this comic, I feel, because even I don't know what colors they are. It's just various grays. But even all that said, I do think I like how the grayscale coloring of them came out. Then I went through and I tried to do a grayscale version of the gal, and I'm less excited about that. I'll have to tweak it a bit, but I mean, I've never worked in grayscale before. It's a new thing for me, and I think it's okay. I think it's working for the most part. And I've sketched out one potential scene I had in my head in the sketchbook, which I'll throw up on the screen. And apart from that, I have ideas of scenes, but I really need to sit down and start sketching out storyboards. I guess, I don't know if it's storyboards for comics, whatever. But thumbnails. I need to sketch out exactly what the 6 pages are, so then I can start editing it down, moving things around, cutting it up, and really start, like, visualizing it. Because I have vague ideas in my head, like, okay, so it's this, and then somehow this happens, essentially. And, like, that's not good. So I kind of need to hurry on that, because I don't know, if a week's gone already, and it feels like I probably should have had more done in a week. I also haven't kept up on all the other videos. I need to work on that too. Just been busy. But yeah, so I think it was a good day at the very least. I think I made quite a bit of progress, and apart from all the Anthology stuff, I wanted to talk a little bit about just kind of a philosophy I've had for this year. And I didn't realize it was a philosophy until yesterday, when this happened. Because I had this idea of posting, like, sketches more, and, like, drawing in the sketchbook more, and all this sort of stuff. And then I think I started it late December, or, like, I don't know if I did January 1st, but I started it pretty much in that area. Just, I posted a page of the sketchbook, and I said, sketchbook page 1. Then I figured, well, then I'll post page 2 tomorrow, and then I'll keep going. And I've kept on that. I haven't missed a day yet. And that is something I've wanted to do for a long time. I've wanted, like, I should do more, I should post more, blah, blah, blah. Never do it. And so I started. I just did it. And because of that, I've already started to notice increase in followers, viewers, whatever. Not much, but it's noticeable. Because I post to Facebook, DeviantArt, Twitter, Tumblr, like everything. Which I should probably thin it down, but I have noticed on my Tumblr, I've been getting a note or two on, like, every time I post. So it's like someone favorites it, when before I'd get nothing. And I have, like, twice as many followers as I did before, which is 8. But still, it is improving more than it ever has in, like, the year or two I've had a Tumblr and posted some things, like, maybe once every few months. And that's because I always had this philosophy of, like, I had to have something perfect to share. But that's not true. Just share what you're doing. It doesn't need to be perfect. Share the cool stuff, share the perfect stuff if you want as well. But just share. And that's how you actually, like, people start seeing your stuff, because you're showing it to people. Weird concept, I know. But so, like, I'm doing things I've wanted to do, and, like, dyeing my hair. I've always wanted to do it. Well, not always, but, like, for years I thought it would be really cool. And so we just did it. And, like, that's kind of how I want to treat this year, is just don't put off things you want to do. Because I always have this notion of, well, I really want to do this, but I'm going to wait until it's a better situation, or until I'm better, or whatever. Because, like, dyeing my hair, I thought it'd be cool, but I'm like, but I'm a fat nerd. Like, that doesn't make sense to do that. I need to wait till I'm in better shape. But why not just do it? Do it and enjoy it now. And work on getting the rest where you want to be too, but don't stop yourself from doing things you want just because you feel like you need to be better first. Be good now. You know? The mantra, done is better than perfect, and that kind of works in a lot of aspects other than just art. So, some food for thought. See you next week.